the actor's physical apparatus, and an actor must make sure that in creating a character, he does not lose a single nuance, or any physical or psychological means which would help to express his inner experience. A slight movement of the spine, a change in the direction of a look, can tell something about the inner life of the character and project his thoughts. The quality of an actor's performance depends not only upon the creation of the inner life of a role, but also upon the physical embodiment of it. Stanislavsky said that imperfection in the external expression of a role can disfigure a profound conception of the playwright. In order to embody the subtle inner life of a character, an actor must have at his command responsive and sensitive physical means. An actor's own organism is his instrument. Actions are his material. In order to build favorable conditions for creativeness, the instrument of the actor's organism must be prepared. Bad enunciation indicates a lack of elementary respect for the audience. It is tiresome for the spectator to listen to an actor whose speech is not precise and comprehensible. Defects in speech, of course, will distort a performance. To paint a picture with vivid colors, an actor must use the whole scale of his voice. An actor's voice must be trained like that of a singer and be placed in the mask, the front of the face, where there are resonators. Speech on stage is as important an art as singing for a singer. When an actor has well-developed respiration, good clear diction, and a trained voice, he will not have to force, but instead will be able to speak naturally and softly, and even his whisper will be heard everywhere in the theater. Muscular tension. The reaction to an audience interferes with the actor's execution of natural physical actions, and therefore with the correct inner state and the inner experience. To cope with muscular tension, an actor needs a trained, responsive body and control over his muscles. Even the slightest tension of muscles can paralyze an actor's creative state. Through systematic work, an actor will develop an observer inside himself, who will watch and instantly find the spot of unnecessary tension and as instantly eliminate it. This will become a natural, automatic habit. Concentration on a specific thought and gesture of the body will eliminate tension. Stanislavsky believed in training the body to improve posture and to make movements supple, graceful, and finished. An actor must, however, bear in mind that there is no place in the living theatre for mannerisms or mechanical gestures. An actor should not use a gesture because it is graceful or plastic. A gesture must reflect an inner experience. It will then become a purposeful, logical, and truthful movement. As a creative, artistic force, you do not differ from pianists and singers, and must practice every day. Stanislavsky said to his actors, the actor's body and voice must be cultivated and trained to be able to express externally, instantly and precisely, the delicate inner experiences of the creative process. The inner and physical apparatus of an actor must be trained simultaneously, while the inner technique cultivates an actor's ability to evoke the proper state without which creativity is impossible, and which depends on an action executed with the help of all the elements of Stanislavsky's inner technique. The physical technique will make an actor's physical apparatus capable of expressing inner processes and of embodying the spiritual life of the character. With an untrained body, it is impossible to transmit the subconscious creativeness, just as it is impossible to play the Ninth Symphony by Beethoven on instruments out of tune. Said Stanislavsky, the physical technique will train an actor's feeling for truth and form. Stanislavsky attributed a vital role to technical mastery. He demanded that actors work on rhythm, gesture, acrobatics, enunciation, voice, expressive speech, and historical ceremonies. He considered it elementary and obligatory for an actor to control his voice and body, to move well, to know how to wear a costume. An actor who searches not only for inner content, but also for external form will understand the significance of every detail which has to do with the new being on the stage. The right costume for the role becomes part of it. The moment of putting on the costume has great psychological significance for an actor. He must learn to wear it, and to use a sword, a fan, a cape, or a shawl. An actor's performance must have a clear and precise pattern of speech and movement. Every form of expression must be simple and clear. Every movement, gesture, intonation must be precise, expressive, finished from an artistic point of view. Only the mastery of physical technique will assure the necessary freedom to permit an actor to execute plastically a natural, truthful physical action and give himself to the experiences of the character. Few know or remember that Stanislavsky said that the art of the theatre is based on the union of the deep substance of the inner life and a beautiful, light, expressive form of it, the expressiveness of the art. The entire performance depends on this union. Theatre art is subject to the same law that governs all the arts, the union of profound content and artistic form.
Subscribe it, love it and share it. Notification के लिए बेल आइकन ज़रूर दबाएं. और हाँ, you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Thank you. Love you.